Hello, welcome to our live stream, Exploring Spiritual Themes on Connecting. I'm Marian Diaz.
And I'm Carly Swenson.
We're so excited to have you here and to be here again doing this live stream with you. For those of you who are new, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Usually what we do is just chat for a little bit around the theme. I walk us through a little bit of practice related to the theme, and then we do a little more reflection on that practice. So welcome, and feel free to throw any comments in the chat, what your experience is like with us. So just really happy to be here and thinking about connecting and what it means to connect to ourselves, to people around us, to all of creation, maybe animals and pets.
Yeah, I think there's something just so beautiful about connection, because it really is, I mean, everything. You can connect to the present moment, you can connect with the ground, with plants, you can connect, I mean, even sometimes I feel like I connect with the sun, where I'm just like, you just feel that warmth and it just feels better. I mean, there really are all of these different ways, both externally and internally, like connecting with your emotions, connecting with your present state, and kind of accepting it, that kind of stuff. But I know for me recently, I've been trying to prioritize a connection of self, just kind of remembering that I am worth my own time, and that the more that I do take those little moments to just kind of recenter and regroup, the better I am to then move through the world and connect with other things from a place of more just calm and authenticity. So what about you?
Yeah.
What are your prioritizing?
I have been in the last few years too, prioritizing myself and connection to myself. I will say I'm an empty nester after 30 years of having a child in the home or in my womb with me physically since August. I'm in the apartment by myself. And so that's been great. So I've been, as I prepared for that, just really searching through maybe parts of myself that I put down or that I let go, and reconnecting in those cases with parts of myself, that weren't prioritized because
there's more space
of other.
now.
There's definitely more space. But then I am also reconnecting with friends and family and extended family, especially as I'm more permanently in St. Paul, close to where a lot of people that I love and care about live. So that's been really fun. It's been really, really good for me, because in some ways too, especially people who've known you a long time.
Oh, yes.
They kind of can bring back to you maybe parts of yourself that you did forget.
Yeah.
Or parts of you that are new and developed. And you didn't ever really realize or notice them the way you should have. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So, one of the things to think about as we're exploring this is to, consider from different perspectives the ways in which connecting can help us and the way that it happens. And I would say from a Buddhist perspective, they use the concept of interbeing in the ways that we are connected. And there's also, I love the work of a neuroscientist, Dan Siegel, who talks about the MWE. And the M-E-W-E, kind of like mushing the W and the M together, the MWE. Because we bring ourselves to connections and don't dissolve into whatever we're connecting with.
Yes.
But then there is some other sort of thing or spirit or,
like
mind
an interconnected whole that you then become a part of. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I really like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as we're thinking about the ways in which we connect, we're going to walk through a process where we go into ourselves first and then gradually connect. So just take a deep breath. Get yourselves comfortable. If you need to shift or adjust, feel free to lie down, sit, whatever you're comfortable with. And I will invite you, if it's possible, to close your eyes. And as we begin, we'll reconnect with ourselves. Just take a deep breath. And notice perhaps any sensations first that you have in your body physically. Have any tensions, any pains? What parts of your body feel relaxed? Just going to let those things be. We're just allowing and noticing. If you have any thoughts that arise, just let them be. Let them be there. Maybe there are feelings trailing after those thoughts. Just notice them. Breathe. Continue to breathe. As different thoughts and feelings arise, maybe just greet them. Say hello. Hi. Kind of, I see you. Maybe notice if any sensations shift in your body. Do you feel more relaxation? Do you feel any tingling? Now I invite you just to bring perhaps a person, a pet, maybe some scene in nature, just into your presence. Connect with that person or place. Notice what arises within you. Feel in your body where any feelings hit you. Just experience the connection that arises. And just let it be. And now finally, begin to expand your connection again with your body. Connect with, even before you open your eyes, how you imagine the space around you. Are there people around you? Plants, animals, objects, things of meaning? Start to feel that connection with what's in your immediate space. And then just gradually begin. Maybe you open your eyes, maybe you stretch, shift around a little bit, come out of it.
That was
Look
lovely.
around you. Yep. Close with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think anytime I have to think of a thing, because it usually is something you're connecting with.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I never really thought about that, but anytime you have a meditation with that, you're connecting with whatever you're visualizing.
Yeah.
And my default is always just kind of my dog, because she's just a little ball of love. And I mean, I've had her for she'll be 12 next month. And so, you know, she's been a part of my life through
Wow.
all of
Yes. No, that is
all of my
that's
chaos.
Great. She has shared the journey.
You know, and
Yep.
and it's been this little force of love through some of the most difficult times I've faced.
Oh.
And there's just something about that, the pureness, that I really do make an effort, especially like, you know, if I'm working or whatever and she decides that it's time for attention. You know, it's easy to just kind of be like, no, I'm working. But I really do try to remind myself, like, she's not always going to be here. She's offering me free love, which she doesn't always want, you know?
Yes.
And just taking that couple of moments to just be present and just, you know, you don't use your senses. And it's like, oh, your little warm ears. And, you know, I've really found that to be a way of like adding like mindfulness, and then even some kind of, loving kindness. Even, you know, kind of just even remembering like, okay, I'm worthy of love, and look at this joy that just exists, and why am I not bringing more of that just into my sense of self? So that's kind of a good little distraction that I think other people can play off of if they also have pets. But yeah, how did it go?
I love that you brought her up. Because I went to my Irish setter spirit.
Yeah.
So I had an Irish setter who lived 14 years.
Oh, wow.
And we, Spirit came into our lives when the 3 older kids were very little, and has been was with us all that time. And he's passed now. He passed in 2010, but he still like comes to me. He like shows up for me. And
they're in your heart.
He's so loving and just was the greatest dog. And so it is always though joy and this mix of like, like I want to snuggle you.
For sure, but there's still something where it really does kind of, you know, you have that long with something that's just in your life there.
Yeah, and it's daily, right? The daily care, the
and
in
it really
out,
does kind of like integrate into like your being, just that ability to love and I think even receive love, because I mean, I know just depending on life experiences, sometimes as humans it's not as easy to understand or be vulnerable or accept love from other humans and that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But there's just something so just safe and beautiful that always stays with you, because that you were always loved in that way, even if the being, you know, can't last forever. That love stays in you.
Right, it's there.
Connection,
it's there.
connection stays.
He's
in
the
that
doggy
way.
love of my life.
Oh,
I say.
Yeah, I get it. That's how.
So he was
how
here
mine
with me.
is.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
But then I also think I love the part that I kind of, toward the end, I like different experiences where we are doing meditation around other people.
Yeah.
So we have Carly here and someone else, Mike, is here helping us with the tech. But those experiences, and even feeling the sensation of what are the people who are watching this or who are going to maybe watch this in the future. And how does that shared spirit of the Mui come across, and that sense of interbeing, like, get felt and experienced? Because I think there's a way that really happens.
Well, and there's even kind of a shared connection across time, even, where like, if you choose to watch this and it's connecting with you and you join us in that meditation, like you're still you're still joining that concept and that connection, even just from a different kind of space and time, which I think is beautiful in its own kind of unusual way that doesn't get acknowledged necessarily.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. Feel free to leave any comments or descriptions of experiences that you had watching our live stream. And again, if you
have any additional interesting topics, we love these kind of concise little things to talk about, because there's so many ways that they're interconnected, but it's easy for us to kind of forget some. So if you have suggestions, we would love to hear them. Leave them in the comments. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for being here.